Hi guys, this is Annette with Sun to Shine Astrology and Tarot, and today we are doing another unboxing. It is going to be the Ghost Tarot. This is a Lo Scarabeo. It's my very first deck by them. I have to tell you, like straight up, not impressed. The box is terrible, like even for a tug box, like look at that. Like it came like that. I'm probably going to have to return this one, even though I kind of bonded with the deck almost immediately. I don't know. I'll show you some of the quality issues that I saw. It could be just where I got it from. But it comes like this. Oops, actually it came like that. So it's got this like little black and white book. They're very common. They come in multiple languages. If you see here, it says the Queen, the spirit of the mother, protecting and nourishing are the two faces of motherhood. And that's it for like the Queen. And what queen is this of? Pentacles. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these booklets. I mean, to me, it's like, don't even include one if that's, you're going to give me a sentence. But that's just like my personal opinion, because I enjoy books. And then it just has this little face card, a special tarot invitation. It says, thank you for choosing the deck of magical cards. And then it just talks a little bit about purchasing more decks by them. And then here we go. And it's just like an invitation for this deck. And then it was the actual Ghost Tarot. So I really like the deck in general. The backs are my favorite backs. I think one of my favorite backs because I love the coloring. I don't know why I love the coloring so much, but I just do. But I have to show you, like, look at that. I have not even used this deck. And look, you can see the, I don't know, like, you can see, like, it's been worn or it's just really bad quality. Like, I can't quite tell. I don't know if you can see it. This one is just flat, like chipping already. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to send it back probably and get another one to see if it's just like the one I got. Having said that, it's a beautiful deck and I immediately bonded with it. And so I do definitely want to have it in my collection. It's probably deeply going to be the last one I get from this, from them, because I'm just not impressed by the quality. So here is the Fool card, and just a classic kind of Rider-Waite&Smith depictions, I think. The Magician. And shows all the elements like normal. And this is the High Priestess. And one thing that I noticed about this one, I'm sorry, I have to pull these back. There's no moon in this. So it doesn't, like if you didn't know tarot, you wouldn't know that this is like, she's deeply connected to intuition. I might say that in the book. So I can actually put this one aside and we'll see what it says in the book. This is the Empress. And to me, like it doesn't embrace like the earth element all that well, but that's just my opinion. But some of these cards are so extraordinary that I definitely want to keep it in my collection. And this is the Emperor, and I really love these powerful Aries depiction here. I definitely think that this really, really embraces the power of the Emperor. I think it's one of the best cards I've seen. The Hierophant. Very classic depiction. The Lovers is very romantic and quite beautiful. We have the Chariot. It's really pretty, and I really love the mystery and the, you really feel like the subconscious in this card. I'm moving forward, like away from the moon. So to me, this is like moving forward into consciousness from the subconscious mind. But it's also like intentional, like he's whipping it, trying to move it forward. So I really liked that depiction, or at least that's the way I read it. And this is strength. And look, she's in armor. I really love that. This lion here. Her power animal. And it also kind of shows gentleness. You know, normally this always depicts like a gentleness, like she's like got her hand in the mouth of a lion. But here it's like she's this, you know, in this all this armor, and she's got this little kid here, and I find that super charming. This one is the Hermit. So pretty. Hermits are usually one of my favorite cards. I don't know why. I think I have Venus and Virgo. It's a Virgo card, so I think I always really relate to the isolation and the needing to be alone sometimes. This is the Wheel, and you can see the different, this is chakras, it could be elements, it could be like different, because colors stand for different things, like different types of light, different types of energy. You can read this a lot of ways, and so I really value that a lot. But also the productivity of the Wheel. This is a productive, like it looks like a water. What do they call those? Like a. I'm doing this super early in the morning, but you can see that this is a productive wheel, like it's going up and down. But you can also feel the energy. Like I feel the energy in this card a lot. Whoops. Let's try not to have a glare. And this is Justice. Very pretty. And the Hanged Man. The Death card, 13. I love that one. We've got the Star card here. Quite beautiful. We've got the Devil. We've got the Tower. Be interested to see what it says about the Tower. I'm going to leave the Tower out. I'll just read those two. And then we have the Temperance. Ooh, I think the other one was Temperance. This one's a Star. I apologize. My bad. This one's a Star. The Moon card. Very pretty. Really like this. Oh, this one just is my heart. The Sun. So there's this story, this movie that I used to watch called The Others, and it was these kids that had to live behind a curtain, and they had to keep the light out because their skin was allergic to the sun, because they had a disorder. And so it kind of reminds me of them having to stay in the dark, and they just, all they wanted to do was go play in the sun. And it just, I really identify with the plight of needing the sun and wanting to illuminate yourself, but staying in the dark. Like, I love the turmoil in that card. Here we have the Judgment. Day of Reckoning. And then we have the World card. Interested to read about what that means. So we'll just move through these. This is the Ace of Chalices, or the Ace of Chalices, or the 1. It's the 2 of Chalices or Cups. It's the 3 of Chalices. This one's beautiful. The Four of Chalices or Cups. Aww. And the Five of Chalices. And look at this. This is one of the cards that made me get this deck. Look at all the cards are like, so this you can see sending off this past memory, this past connection, and you could see the cards in back of them, and then the two moving forward, and the two are kind of aligned with the light, and these ones are kind of aligned with this experience. We have the Six of Chalices, which is just such a sweet memory. I think of the inner child or the past. We've got the Seven of Cups. Regretting a decision. But I'll go into what I'm going to use this deck for, you guys, because it's very specific. So I have the Eight of Cups. And it's funny, usually this card is like the back is to the moon and moving away from it, which I guess it kind of is. Then we have the Nine of Cups. To me, this just, we'll go into what I'm going to use it for in a minute. 10 of Cups, which is very interesting, right? Because the Ten of Cups is usually like a really wonderful time, but in this card it looks like a day of reckoning, or it looks like a conclusion or an ending. It's very powerful. I'd be interested to read what the one sentence is in there, which totally annoys me. Then we have a Knave. They have knaves in here. And then we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, or the One. We have the Two of Pentacles, kind of classic. Almost a Fool's energy there, kind of, right? Wait a minute, I'm gonna go. Nope. Okay. Kind of just reminds me of the Fool's energy, and two of just making that step. We have the Three of Pentacles. Maybe a mentor. We have the Four of Pentacles, and you can see the pentacles faintly on the wall here. Wait a minute. Four. I had these mixed up. Oh, there's the Five. Sorry, my bad. I was playing with them before. So here's the Five of Pentacles. You can feel the energy in that card. This is the Six of Pentacles. Oh. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Let's see. I'm very interested in like this stuff up here. I'm gonna have to take a magnifying glass or something to see what that is up there. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Is that the Six? Seven of Pentacles. This is the Eight, and that should be growth. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knave, the Knight of Pentacles, There's the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. I love this deck every time I see it more and more. I'm probably going to just request a different copy. And then we have the Ace of Swords. The Two of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. Maybe a past memory that's heartbreaking a little bit. How they met, maybe. A Four of Swords. Eternal Rest. We've got the Five of Swords here. And he looks happy, and that's usually not depicted that way. So definitely caught up in the victory, even though there was a loss for some people. Then we have the Six of Swords. I like the full moon depiction, because when you're moving on and there's a big change in your life and you're going down a different road, yeah, you do that. Okay, you've got the Seven of Swords. What's that? It's almost like they tried to get away with it but didn't, and this is like where they perished, where they got caught. I'm not sure. I have to read that. We have the Eight of Swords. She's bound, can't fly, blindfolded. We have the Nine of Swords, quite ominous and beautiful. We have the Ten of Swords here. And then we have the Knave of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords, quite impressive. We have the King of Swords. Okay, then we have Wands here. And we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Two of Wands. I like the World. Ooh, I love this Three of Wands. The decision that was made, and look, that ship, the ghost ship. It's almost like he's evoking the ship too. Like, I don't know. Like, that's a cool story. There's the Four of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. Kind of looks like purgatory together, doesn't it? We've got this Six of Wands. We've got this Seven of Wands. Oh, this Eight of Wands is beautiful. Very pretty card. The actions created a lot of momentum in this person's life when they were alive. We've got the Nine of Wands. Maybe they were very memorable. We've got the Ten of Wands. Got the Knave of Wands. We've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the Queen of Wands. And then we've got the King of Wands. Very pretty deck. So what am I going to use this deck for? Specifically, I am going to be using this deck for retrogrades, or for, definitely for retrograde, any sort of past life conversations, any sort of regrets or remorse will be used. These will be relationships that have failed. No contact relationships would be great for this deck, because there is always a lingering energy, an energy you can't resist, you know, an energy that you're remorseful or regretful for. So you have this energetic bond, and it's almost like it is a ghost haunting you from your past. So let's just take a look at what this has to say about these two cards, because I am kind of curious. So we have the Tower card here. So let me find it. Okay, it says, I'll show you while we're doing that. Can I do that? Does that look good? Okay. So the empty shell. Even the largest part of the world, there's nothing but an empty shell if it does not contain the flame of life. Only the dead can remain and inhabit a dead place. So to me, this is like a structure that is uninhabited. You can't inhabit this structure anymore. The way that I look at a tower is, and I'm sorry, my voice is a little dry. The way that I look at this tower as it was once a very majestic place. You can kind of see a ghost figure down here that kind of haunts around the base of this old structure. That could be residual energy that is stuck, tying a memory to something in the past that no longer is a strong foundation for us, no longer serves us, no longer can protect us or house us or do anything good for us. But your energy still lingers there. It's still trapped there in this moment, in this chaotic moment, in this memory. And so your energetic bond could be to the chaotic event. There may be some pain associated with this event, which is why there's these dark, stormy skies. Or it's just the dissolution of a illusion of safety and security around something that was not strong enough to endure a catastrophic event, something that shook things up, something that weakened its foundation. It crumbled, and it was supposed to be strong enough to endure that. So that's what I see in this card. If you can see how I'm going to use these in a reading, that would be the way. If somebody is really struggling with some energetic ties to things that they don't want to be bound to, I would pull out this deck, is the way that I'm going to use it. And then we will look here at the 2, which is the High Priestess, because it doesn't have, well, I mean, I guess it has, this would be the equivalent of the scroll, I guess. I would say. Just interested to see what they have to say. So let's take a look at the 2. Okay, guys, I'll hold this up for you so you have something to look at while I'm reading. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at it in a whole different language. Might be helpful to look at it in my language, just English. Okay, High Priestess. Sorry, my bad. So the High Priestess is the temple of the spirit. The soul of a person is a sacred and precious place. It must be protected and nurtured above all within ourselves and never forgotten. The soul contains the best parts of ourselves, and these will remain even when everything else that seems important today has disappeared. It's a very interesting take on the High Priestess. Maybe the book represents being embedded in a memory, being embedded as a part of our experience. If we were to write our story, this experience, if you were to get this card, it will have shaped you, molded you, and made you much more connected to this experience, so much so that you would write your story with this experience in it, with this person in it, with this significant event or significant person in your life. more than likely, it's like somebody who's older, somebody who was at once somebody who you thought was a very elevated person, somebody who inspired you, somebody who led you in a certain direction. And so this is a person that has a very ethereal place in your life. So that's how I would read it, like if I were to draw this card in this type of, with the mentality of I want to use this deck. So guys, I use decks. Decks have purposes, and decks have, they're a tool. And so this would be to me, this would be a lot about helping people deal with past anguish or past pain, or my favorite is going to be to use it for retrograde, which is why we're going to be using it this week, is because we have Mercury is going into Scorpio this week, and this is in October of 2020 when you're watching this. And so that's the reason why I want to use it this week, is because I just want to see if we have any old thing haunting us that we're going to be bringing into this week's energy. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will leave a comment if the next one looks like that. Because if it does, I will keep it. To be honest with you, I will keep it, and I will work with the fact that it just isn't the best quality, because I absolutely adore the deck in general. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and thank you so much for watching. Much love to all of you, and just go out there and be the change you guys want to see in the world. Bye-bye.